Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Bieber, good old JB, is back in the news again, but for pretty bad reasons, which has unfortunately become kind of synonymous with his name as of late. So, Coachella, the most incredible music festival in the world, I wouldn't know, I haven't been, has just come and gone, and Justin Bieber exhibited some pretty darn weird behaviors, which I'm going to kind of talk through in this video. But I first need to offer up a little bit of context. So a lot has happened in JB's life in the last 6 months, give or take. Firstly, the Diddy allegations are still ongoing. There is a lot of signs and a lot of indicators that kind of point to Justin having had something happen to him with Diddy involved. And as we all know, Diddy is a diddler, you know what I mean? And Justin has been pretty intentionally quiet about the whole thing. And I don't blame him for that either. If something like that did happen to Justin, I can't imagine he's going to want to tell you or me, you know? He's probably trying to work through these things with a therapist or something like that, you know? And I think that people are kind of using his silence as a bit of a tool to go, oh, maybe it did happen. I don't think it's our business. He's obviously going through some stuff at the moment, and I think that we do need to just let him breathe and just let him process that in whatever way he's going to end up doing it. Second to that, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Selena Gomez is Justin Bieber's ex. They've had a big role in each other's lives over the last 10, 15 years. Like, you know, they were each other's first big boyfriend and girlfriend, so they're important to one another. And Selena Gomez has just gotten engaged to be married, and they've just released a really lovely album. I've listened to 1 or 2 songs. Yes, it gets the teenage girl out of me. Huh? Some of that shit's pretty good. And there's some allegations that a few of those songs are written from Selena to Justin, which would make sense because once again, you know, he played a big part in her life and she's kind of saying farewell and putting that to the side. And I think that could also be hard for Justin to manage or to kind of process emotionally. So that's the second thing that's happened in the last couple of months. And the third, and the most important one, in my opinion, is Justin's just had a child. He's just had a beautiful boy with Hailey Bieber. Now, I don't know if it is a beautiful boy, but I mean, Justin's pretty handsome, you know what I mean? So he's kind of trying to work through that and being a dad for the first time, which I can imagine that's a pretty big thing to go through. Anyway, so that's all culminated in terms of some of the footage that I want to talk through that's happened over the last couple of days. Firstly, have a look at this.
Money, 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 money. Money, get out of here, bro. Money. All you want, don't care about you. All you want is money. Go, get out of here. All you guys want is money. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Get out of here, bro. Okay. Get out of here, money. That's all you care about, money? That's all you care about, guys. What do you know? It's money. You don't care about people. Only money. Only money. No people. You don't care about human beings. Go. Go. Go.
So what you're looking at there is Justin confronting the paparazzi. And Justin hates the paparazzi. If there's one celebrity whose name is synonymous with hating the paparazzi, it's Justin. I think at the beginning it would have been really cool and he would have liked it, but the paparazzi is just so venomous towards that poor guy. And the reason for that is because he's a media magnet, dude. If you have anything to do with Justin Bieber, in a headline, buff, you got those clicks, my son. And there's a lot of allegations that I've heard that paparazzis just hound him unlike anybody else. I've heard that they will camp outside of his house trying to get a photo of his son. Now, Justin has never released a photo of his child to the public. I can imagine that's for good reason. And the paparazzi is like, well, I need to see. We have to. If I can get that first photo of Justin Bieber's baby, then I get to buy myself a new pair of shoes. So they hound him. They hound him unlike anybody else that I've ever seen before. And here he is freaking out at them because they just want money and he's on his way to Coachella. Now, the other side to that as well is like, bro, if you are in the public eye, you have to realize that if you're going to the biggest music festival in the world, chances are there's going to be a few people there with cameras, so you're going to know. But anyways, put that past us. So he gets to Coachella, and here he is walking with Hailey Bieber. Do you see the hate, bro? The hate that stems from that guy's eyes towards the paparazzi. That is how I get stared at when I walk in a really nice neighborhood. It's like, you don't belong. Get out of here. Anyway, so the concert goes, everybody's having a really good time, but then these videos get released of Justin acting really messed up. That's dancing, and it seems to me that he's really goofed. But do you see the way that he's dressed? Do you see the way that he's acting? He's like incredibly intoxicated. Do you remember a few years ago, there was that YouTube Originals documentary that was released where Justin spoke about how weed was one of his biggest, if not his biggest issue when he was growing up and when he became famous. And that triggered a huge amount of issues for him from a substance abuse perspective. That looks to me like Justin Bieber is back on the electric spinach, my son. You need to put that shit down, bro. And look at this. Look at the way that he's like hunched over like that, dude. That guy needs a chair. Someone sit that man down. Look at his pants, dude. Look at his pants. It's right below his ass. Come on, Justin. You're 31, 32 years old, dude. Like, I am all for you. I am all on your side. But in my opinion, this is a really weird way for a married man who's just had a child to be acting. Look at his saggy ass pants, bro. He looks like if an alien came down from a spaceship, was transformed into a human, and someone said, you gotta get dressed quickly. Look at that outfit, bro. That seems to me like there are some kind of deeper rooted issues out there that I really obviously hope that he gets sorted. Anyway, so as the days progress, he shows up to a rapper called Sexy Red. He shows up to her birthday party and somebody films it. Have a look at this. Did you catch that? When she came to sit down, it looked to me like Justin was going in for a mouth kiss. Bro, you're married. You're married, dude. What are you doing? You can't be doing this. You're married. Once again, he looks completely goofed. He looks totally out of it. Anyways, this is the last thing I want to show you really quick. Is a couple of days ago, this was released. Justin Bieber showed up to some shopping thing and a fan was there and she goes, can I please get a video? And then this was taken. Look at that smile, bro. That is like something from the Joker movie, dude. Anyways, I think Justin is struggling a lot right now. I think that he has a tremendous amount to try and heal from. And, you know, I mean, as I said, he's just had a child. He's just had a baby. And, you know, that's tough having a baby when you've only got $500 million in your bank account, dude. I can imagine that's tough for the poor guy. I'm joking. I can imagine there's a lot of emotional things that goes with these sorts of stuff, you know? But this dude needs to prioritize himself and his family and his healing, because whatever he's struggling with, it's not gonna get fixed and sorted at Coachella while you're smoking weed with whoever the fuck this is. Justin, I hope you're okay, buddy. I hope you're okay, son. And if there's anything I can do, email me. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.